Good evening to DeFiChain News on the 19th October 2022. The news show that provides you with the latest updates on DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will talk about next shows and dates. And today Mark is traveling similar to last week, but unfortunately he cannot participate in today's news show, so I will do it on my own. I wish you a nice trip and see you next week back here on stage. And then let's have a look what happened in the crypto space last week. Not really much, honestly speaking, but DeFiChain is not sleeping and we have a couple of topics for you prepared. So let's start with the headlines today. Next dToken voting, I will talk when this will happen. I will talk a little bit about Coinmarketcap Airdrop and what's happening there. We have a Lightwallet update similar to last week. We have a community idea or push from the community. Everyone or nearly everyone should buy some dUSD. I will talk about this idea. We have our notable mentions, community project and the updates, so they are not sleeping, and the future dates. With this, let's start with the headline of today's show. When is the next dToken voting on DeFiChain? You remember end of September we had voting after a summer break and said, okay, we want to proceed in the before mentioned cycle of 4 weeks. And with this, the next weekend should be the next voting for listing dTokens on DeFiChain. And the Ticket Council decided to make the interval greater. Means we are not doing this dToken voting on the next weekend. We will do voting on a quarterly base, not on a 4-weekly base. And I want to explain a little bit why. So for sure we have currently a bear market, means investing in risk-on assets is not very attractive to the people. They don't want to invest. We also see this on traditional stock markets. And if we now think on the dTokens, means you are investing in a kind of stocks. Yeah, it's not a real stock, it's just a token following the price of a stock. This is not the way people want currently invest their money. So we see just a little capital inflow into the system, and with this, new listings makes less sense. Second point, we have the dUSD issue, so people are a little bit afraid that they cannot leave the system again because of the high DEX fee. So here this will also makes it hard to see a capital inflow to new assets. And the one or other community member recognized that the pools are not very big. The liquidity of some of them are very low, means if you want to invest really bigger amount of capital, you are directly moving the price. And here we want to give these pools, especially newer ones, a little bit more time to fill up. All these reasons together led us to the conclusion, okay, let us postpone the voting, make the cycle a little bit bigger to a quarterly base. Means we will have a dToken voting once again this year at mid-end of November and then again on February. We also don't want to stop it completely or say we stop it until we know it better without an outlook, and thought, yeah, this trade-off of a quarterly base is very fine. If we have the one or other interesting asset, we can list it via community voting, and between this quarterly cycle we have the time to have a look on the dUSD issue or see how the capital inflow is. We will observe the complete market situation and if it changes. So if we see another sentiment in the community that the pools are filled up again on a higher speed, then we go back to the original cycle of the 4-week base and announce it. Also, this detail will be announced via the Ticker Council Twitter account, so that you have also this information in a written form. I want to add another thing here, which is not directly related to the dToken topic. It's related to the voting topic. The one or other asked for the next CFP or DFIP voting round. This will also take place in mid or end November. We have to find a concrete date. That's not fixed so far, but fixed is currently that we will have it in the old style, means not the on-chain governance, because at the similar time there will be the hard fork. This will not work, so we do it in the classical way, means you have to sign a message and post it on GitHub. Hopefully the last voting cycle, we are announcing always the last voting cycle, but it should work, because otherwise it also makes no sense. So far for this topic, then we directly jump to the next one, Coinmarketcap Airdrop. What's happening here? The one or other recognized it. The Accelerated team organized airdrop on CoinMarketCap. Here you can get some free DFI or dTesla. Very interesting. You can get free dTokens. This also means all participants have to download their Lightwallet to receive them. You cannot use an exchange address because exchanges cannot handle the dTokens. And with people downloading this wallet and see how it works, maybe getting some dTesla, swap them to dUSD, go to liquidity mining, getting familiar with DeFiChain is a great thing. The direct impact we saw the last days is on all social media channels of DeFiChain. Here we see a really great inflow of new users, so welcome everyone new to the space. May I start with the first one? It's Reddit. We had less than 10,000 members on Reddit. Now we have more than 13,000. That's an amazing increase of Reddit subscribers. Our international Telegram channel really explodes. Plus 50% members. We were around 11,000 members before the airdrop, and now we are above 16,000 members. CoinMarketCap followers, the one or other, remember we had this initiative, let us reach 2,000 followers and then 5,000, and with 5,000 it was really hard, we can't reach it. Now we are over 64,000 followers, and also the official DeFiChain Twitter account has an increase on followers from 57,000 to 63,000. These numbers are all from yesterday, so the one or other is now not more accurate or changed in a positive way, means we are still growing, because this airdrop is running until the 9th of November, so still a few days and weeks left. I will put the link to the article down in the show notes later on. And maybe just one comment, there will be a Brave campaign also pushing this airdrop on CoinMarketCap on Sunday. The Accelerate team announced it on Twitter with a list of countries participating on this Brave campaign. Have a look there if you want to see new jelly pigs. So far for the CoinMarket airdrop. Then let us have a look on the Lightwallet and update. We mentioned it also last week. There was an update short before our news show, so we had the notes for the old version, and now we have the notes for the current version 2.8.1. That's available in the App Store and Google Play Store now for both devices, and the features are a revamped UI for the loans and vaults section. It's purely focused on enhanced usability and aesthetics. That's not a new feature. It's all the old feature more or less, but in a new style to look it more fresh, more new. There was also a fix implemented. They fixed an issue with an app crash when you use the search function of the DEX. I have not tried it out, so I hadn't this issue, but now it's fixed. So everyone out, please update your Lightwallet that you will have all the bug fixes also in future. Smaller updates on Lightwallet, but constantly working on it. Very great job from the core developer team. Then let us have a look on the next topic for today. Community is buying dUSD. It is an idea from Kygi, or Kygi called it on Twitter. Make a tweet, we should buy dUSD to move the stablecoin pools towards the pack. he calculated that 1.6 million USDC or USDT have to be swapped that we reach the dUSD peg on the stablecoin pools. This number is no longer correct. Now we have a lower amount needed because we saw the one or other buying and moving the pool. Not very much, but 2 to 3 cents where the pool moved in the first 1 to 2 days. So the community jumps on the train and said, okay, let us stand together and move the stablecoin pools. Everyone is invited to help here. I will explain a little bit what's the current ideas here, but in general we have two directions we can go. One is buying dUSD to move the peg, and the other thing you can do is remove the liquidity from the stablecoin pools, because with lower liquidity it's easier to move it. Kyugi also posted then the idea of an activation regarding the dynamic interest rate. The one or other remember this from the DFIP in the summer. So in case we reach a kind of peg, $1 for dUSD on the stablecoin pools, this should be activated. Means if the stablecoin pools are moving into a discount, the interest rate will be increased and will create a kind of dUSD buy pressure to close the loans or to pay the interest. And in case of premium, means dUSD is more worth than $1 in the stablecoin pools, and negative interest rate is introduced to incentivize the loan creation. That should be enabled based on stablecoin price or stablecoin ratio. We should exclude the dUSD DeFi price because this is moving more with the DeFi price and the stablecoin pools are more stable. So we see not a big fluctuation between different states and big movements in the dynamic interest rates. But maybe with this we can stabilize more the stablecoin pools with the peg, and with this stabilization the confidence will come back more. Then today was also published a video with Remo and Kyugi regarding improvement of the general procedure, and the improvement is to introduce a kind of dUSD swap day every Sunday. We together as a community can participate. The idea is at latest 10 a.m. UTC time zone, the liquidity is removed from the pools, so the pools are a little bit smaller. Then everyone is invited to buy dUSD, move the stablecoin pools towards the peg, and in the evening 10 p.m. UTC, the liquidity can be added again, stabilizing the pool at a better level. That is the procedure, and everyone is invited to participate. It's not needed to do every step. It's also possible to just remove and add liquidity, or just to buy stablecoins while the pools are a little bit smaller. If you do this remove and add liquidity, you will recognize if the pool is really moved towards the peg, you will have more dUSD at the end, because the pool ratio is a little bit different. And with this dUSD, for example, you can go into liquidity mining of the dTokens, so swap half of them to dTokens, or use it into wallets to mint dTokens and go into liquidity mining. More information you will find later in the show notes. I post all the links from Kyugi there. So far for this idea here in the news show. Then we come to our notable mentions with one point today. I want to remember last week we had a great tech talk with Yusin, Yuning and Fuxing regarding DeFi MetaChain. A lot of heavy tech was inside, but the one or other thing really interesting, how the ecosystem should look like, what are the measures to push DeFi MetaChain out to all developers of blockchain projects that they see here. We are also EVM compatible. I liked it because you see a lot of things are happening in the background which we currently don't see towards DeFi MetaChain, and DeFi MetaChain is more or less just before the launching. At the end of the year we should have it, and beginning from next year everything is pushing towards new developments there. Launchpad, Launch Pool is introduced. We have this accelerator program if the CFP is voted, and so on. Really worth to look at. I will post a link later on also in the show notes, but you can just have a look here on the channel and watch it. It was a really long version, I have to say, but worth to see. Then our more or less main topic and favorite topic of the show, community projects and updates. So they are really active currently. Also in the bear market, we have the one or other project today. We have an update of Javelis. Javelis is the former Cashflow Butler. There was a CFP. The one or other remember it. They are working on the project. They make good progress for the platform. So it's kind of easy to use platform. Just invest, let the money work, and you get the revenue. And the rest is done by Javelis. And the features currently working in the background are deposit, invest in liquidity mining products, and withdraw. They plan to launch a kind of beta test phase for interested user at the end of the year. So if you are interested, reach out to them, javelis.com. They ask for help because just with users trying out their platform, they get a feedback, what's working well, what should be improved, that we have this easy to enter platform for our dToken system. Then DeFiChain Trader, also an update, second and final feature was introduced. They compare all swaps that could reasonably lead to highest result given the right circumstances. Means if you currently swap from BTC to dToken system, the Lightwallet choose a path which should be the right one but must not be or cannot be. And here you can watch, okay, what is the right path also in the past, and then break up the swaps into simple or single swaps and do it on your own. I will post the Twitter post in the show notes regarding this update. Have a look on DeFiChain Trader. It's also a younger project but a really nice one regarding usage of the DEX. Then our accelerator team has also an update for us. I mentioned it before. Airdrop is running, ongoing. Like mentioned before, I also mentioned the airdrop or the Brave campaign of the airdrop. It will happen on Sunday with 3 new pictures. Stay tuned. If your country is not participating there, they will also show the wallpapers later on and provide it as a download. There were also new stickers released on Telegram. The one or other used maybe this nice jelly stickers, and now you have more there. Just have a look. They are working together with Birthday Research, the core developers, about new style for the website. They make here progress, so we can look forward what's happening here. And there were 2 AMA, means Ask Me Anythings. The one was on BitGet and the other one was on Gate.io. The last 2 new listings of DeFi on exchanges. One was held by Ben and the other by Santiago. I think this is also a great thing, that other communities can ask, what is DeFiChain about? How does it work? What do I need? How does the roadmap look like? And so on. And the answers come directly from community members. Great thing. Thanks you for doing it. It helps for sure, even if we don't see now a real impact, but in the bear markets we can build such things and spread the word about DeFiChain. Next thing, or next project also building a lot, is DFX. They launched a new website with a roadmap of Q4 2022. Check it out, dfx.swiss. And subscribe to the newsletter so you will stay informed. They will launch 2 new products in Q4. One is MetaMask Marketplace. So you can use MetaMask to buy DeFi as an ERC20 token and many more. And you can sell them. So similar offer like for the current Lightwallet. You can make interchange swaps and stake coins and tokens. Idea is to integrate Ethereum, Mainnet, Binance Smart Chain, and of course, that's just the preparation for the future, DeFi MetaChain. So as soon as DeFi MetaChain is launched, EVM compatible, and it's available on MetaMask, they will offer their service there and have then the entrance to DeFiChain via MetaMask. Next launch is a Bitcoin only wallet. So they said a non-custodial Bitcoin wallet to buy and sell native Bitcoin, not more, not less, just your keys, your coins as an additional offer who's interested in. Last project for today, DeFiChain Wiki, running since a long time, started a Halloween promo. Who have missed it, have really look on it. You can earn DeFi like before from a CFP. So if you contribute there, make an article, translate it, or just update it, you will get a smaller amount of DeFi. And with this DeFi, so every DeFi is like a ticket for winning a jackpot of 555 DeFi. If you want to participate, you should contribute in the time between the 16th of October till the 13th. In this time, do as many things as possible or contribute as many articles as possible on DeFiChain Wiki. Get DeFi for it. With the DeFi, you will increase the chance to win it. It's a more or less win-win-win situation. In the best case, you win DeFi for your article, you can win the jackpot, and the community wins with new information there. If they're searching for something, they can have a look on the DeFiChain Wiki. The tweet will also be linked later on in the show notes. Longer list, community project, really active. Thanks for working in the ecosystem. Then last point, future dates. Just want to mention for sure next week news show, same time, same place, and again with two guys. So Mark will be back, and yeah, hope you see you then again, and we will tell what's happened then after next week. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like. If you are watching live, you can stay until a short break. I will have a look on the questions in the in the comments and answer them. If not, again, thanks for watching. See you next week. Have a great time. Bye bye. On my side, this was really loud, so let's have a look. So F. Yeah, thanks for raising the things again here. I answered the questions in the German show. So here again for the English audience, we are experienced in how to handle stock splits on DeFiChain. And now the question was how we deal with spin-offs at stocks that we have as dTokens. And to be more concrete, there will, as an example, Johnson & Johnson is available as a dToken on DeFiChain, and they plan to separate its customer health division business in November. So it's a kind of stock split, but with then two different stocks. And yeah, just for reflecting it, such a spin-off, we would need the new stock, the spin-off, as a dToken, because with one dToken you will then have two. The answer from my side was, I don't know how to do it. I have to ask the core developer. I will forward this question, and maybe we have the answer next week how we handle this, because it's a new thing on DeFiChain. That's all. Thanks for putting the question again for the English audience. Really great that they are also informed. If there are no more questions, thanks for watching. Again, have a great time. We are really great as a community. A lot of things are happening. A lot of ideas are posted around the dUSD topic, so it will be solved in future, I'm pretty sure, but it will need time. That's also very sure. And yeah, see you next week again here live in the news show. Thanks. Bye bye.